Hello everyone, welcome to this series on discovering and monetizing your innate ability. My name is Precious, and today we are going to be looking at the word discover, right? If you have not listened to the first audio or the first video, whichever format you are listening to this from, please do well to go back to it so that you can follow us up squarely. All right, today we are going to be looking at the word discover, and like I said earlier, we are going to be doing this as simple as we can so that even a layman that listens to this can take something out of it. Now, to discover is to find out, to seek out a matter, an information. When you are talking of discovering something, it means the knowledge is not known completely to you at its full capacity. You don't know everything that needs to be known about the subject matter. All right. So when we are saying discover, it's like going on an adventure or a research to find out the possibilities that are available in a matter. All right. Now, the first one we talked about, which is the innate ability, which are the giftings that you have in you. On this part of discovering your innate ability, you are going to make a deliberate search on those giftings, on those abilities that you have in you that you can do effortlessly. You are now going to sit down and put the work or put in the work that is needed for that innate ability to become something that can be monetized. All right. So we're talking about the second keyword, which is discovery. Now, this takes you through a process. It is good to know that you have an innate ability, that there is something that is only you that can do it, or there is a way that you will do it that distinguishes you from the way other people are doing it, right? Like currently, there are people that are speaking, there are speakers everywhere, but you're currently listening to this particular voice or this particular podcast. All right. Now, the same goes for your innate ability, whatever it is, right? You're going to put in the work to discover it. You're going to put in the effort to find out how it can best be used, how it can best be utilized. Because knowing that you have something, but you don't, it's just like an energy at rest, a body at rest, right? Unless acted upon by an external force, it remains at its spot. So knowing that you have something is one, but putting in the work to find out what it can do for you is another thing. And that is what the word discover means, to find out. Now you're going to be doing researches. It could be reading books. It could be listening to messages. It could be making research on the internet. Now, these are places where you can find information about this gifting that you just discovered that you have. This innate ability, this thing you can do with ease. All right. Now, you're going to do an extra work to find out the best way to use this. Because remember, the bottom line is we are discovering it to monetize. We are not discovering it for the fun of it. All right. In this 21st century, these things that you have is a need that somebody is looking for. And if you don't discover it, another person that has discovered it will excel and strive better. And there are things like this that happen, and you see somebody do something, and you know that you can do better than the person, but you're not there, right? Because you're not on the spotlight. Nobody is seeing you. Now, the person that is currently on the spotlight is because that person has discovered and is working on his discovery. Why you know that you can do better, but you are not working on what you have. So discovering is simply to find out, to put in the work that is needed. All right. So if on this series of discovering and monetizing your innate ability, the word discover is to find out. Now, remember that book that I said we should have by your side to write onto your on your ideas or to write your ideas upon. Now you're going to write what you have discovered about your innate abilities. Now you are going to be doing something we call the SWOT analysis. You are going to discover your strengths, your weaknesses, the opportunities, and the threats that are around this ability that you have, this gifting that you have. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are the opportunities that are available in the market for these strengths that I have? And what are the threats that are available, right? You are going to be looking at what we call the pros and the cons. Now we are looking at it squarely so that you can maximize or ride on your strengths while working on managing your weaknesses. All right. We don't feed weaknesses when it comes to discovery. We feed on what we can do well, right? Remember, okay? Remember this. Feed on what you can do well and keep on doing it well. So when you are discovering, do what I call the SWOT analysis. All right, your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and the threats that are around your innate ability. Do this analysis on your book that you're already working on, and I will see you on the next one. Now, you are currently building up on something that you will monetize if you do it well. You're going to put this ability to work. You're going to put this ability on a test. You're going to test it, in the marketplace to find out if this ability you have has the capacity to fetch you money. All right? See you on the next one.